Hi, my name is Amy Evilsier and I'm a certified athletic trainer. The purpose of this video is to show you some common muscular injuries that occur during physical activity. In this video, I will be showing you how to identify these injuries and some simple home treatments that you can use and when you will need to contact a physician. First thing we're going to do is start by identifying the major muscle groups of the leg and their functions. On the front of the leg we have the quads, which allow for knee extension. So I just want you to extend your leg for me. So the quads do knee extension, and that is their major function. Next are the hip flexors, which are also on the front of the leg, and they help bring your knee up to your chest. Good. The next group that I'm going to go over that's on the front of the leg are your adductors, or your groin muscles, which are on the inside of the leg, and they allow for your legs to be brought together. Now the next two major muscle groups on the back of the leg are your hamstrings, which run from underneath your rear end all the way to they cross over the back of the knee, and then your calf muscles as well. So the range of motion for your hamstrings is just to simply bring your heel up to your butt. Go ahead. Thank you. And down. And for your calf, there's actually two muscles that make up the calf group. One is the gastroc, which is the larger muscle that you see on top, and the soleus, which is the soleus on the bottom. Then there's two ways to test range of motion on this. The first one is to just have you simply point your toes like you'd be pushing on the gas in your car, and then the second one would be to bend your knee and then do the same motion. Go ahead and point your toes. Very good. So the most common injuries that you would see occurring in these areas of the lower leg would be strains. A strain is when you have a stretching or a tearing occurring in the muscle, or at the muscle tendon joint, or in the tendon. There's 3 degrees of strain, and they can be easily identified by loss of range of motion, pain, point tenderness, swelling, possible bruising, and loss of function. Now there's a difference between loss of function and loss of range of motion. Range of motion is just being able to go through the range of motion, and loss of function would be the inability to walk or stand, those types of things. Most of the time when a strain occurs, it's going to occur on one side of the body and not both. If you do experience pain on both sides of the body, most likely what is happening is you have what's called DOMS, which is delayed onset muscle soreness, and will occur after you have done physical activity, usually for the first time, or have increased the intensity of your activity. So for the first degree of strain, most likely what you'll have is little to no loss of function, which means you're still able to walk, get up and down, and your range of motion should still be full. Like, for example, if we have her straighten her leg out, go ahead, she's still able to do this function, but sometimes she has pain through the range of motion, but it's really not a lot. There could be some point tenderness, but a lot of times it's a little bit in general. The same thing with the calf and with the hamstring. You can go through the range of motion, you can do some standing, you can do some basic things, but you're going to have some point tenderness, and you're going to have some pain, but you're still able to do these activities. In a second degree strain, you're going to have more loss of range of motion. You're going to have more painful range of motion. You may have some loss of function, which means that you have pain while standing, or getting out of a chair, or coming up and down the stairs. Sometimes you'll start to see some swelling. You'll feel some physical changes if you do a self-evaluation, just running your fingers over the area. You're going to have the area be more point tender. You can actually define in one specific area where you are having that pain. And that would be a second degree injury. For up to a third degree strain, you're going to possibly have no range of motion, or you can't have range of motion unless somebody assists you. You may have complete loss of function, There will be swelling. If there's any bruising that occurs, or when you touch the area, if you feel any warmth, unusual lumps or bumps, then you need to seek medical attention immediately.